What's going on, people? One Piece is in the cover of Shonen Jump. I really liked the cover, but I especially loved the color spread. Winter is my favorite season, and just the shading and the lighting in that color spread made me feel like it was very gloomy and dark, but it fits the season, and I thought it was amazing art. It's not Oda's original, well, not original, but like it's not Oda's usual style, but it looked very, very nice. I like that cover page a lot. Winter is coming, and it's commemorating the 20th anniversary. Holy crap, it's been 20 years. That's crazy. But anyway, going into the chapter, I just have to say, Nami has been looking very, very, very nice these past couple of chapters. Like, I like the panel with her, and well, okay, that sounded borderline sexual, but she's been looking very fine throughout this entire arc. So basically, we have this little guy on a caterpillar that's kind of like a motorcycle. Vroom, vroom, vroom. He's like, hey dudes, there's actually an intruder, so you might want to check that shit out. We ship over to Big Mom, and she's having like a be our guest party. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest, la 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 la. And anyway, Zeus, the cloud, is like, wait, aren't you gonna get angry, mama? Like, that little kid just like tried to push a button, and she's like, I don't give a crap, because tomorrow I'm getting Gerba 66 plus I'm getting that little chest, the Tamate Bako. So Big Mom says that she's not going to get angry, except the reasons for why she's happy right now pretty much guarantee that she will get angry. Super pissed, because for one, the Tamate Bako box has a bomb inside, and judging from what happened in the ending of this chapter, it doesn't seem like the political marriage to Vince Smokes ain't happening. It's not happening. We also find out the Big Mom's hat has Wi-Fi, because that's where she got the update from. And apparently the hat is connected to all these different sources of information, because that's the way that she was informed. Hey, there's an intruder, Big Mama. And by the way, so Zeus is around, and when she finds out there's an intruder, I find her reaction very interesting, because she basically tells Zeus, and Zeus is like, oh, don't get mad at me. But she basically says, they better not be fucking around with the Tamate Bako box. Okay, fuck that shit. And the reason why I find it interesting is because, so she cares more about the chest, she cares more about the box than she cares about the poneglyphs. Because if she cared more about the poneglyphs, she would say, they better not be fucking around with the poneglyphs, alright? But no, she cares more about the box, which I guess makes sense given the fact that she can't really read the poneglyphs to begin with. But my main point here is that the more she cares about the Tamate Bako box, the more disappointed she's going to be when she opens it up. And that being said, we get 2 pages, I think. One of them is in Sanji's room, and the other one is in Pudding's room. And I have to say, and I'm probably going to get hate for this, but I don't care, keeping it real, I feel like Sanji recently has been acting out of character. And it's not because, of the googly eyes and all that stuff. No, that's like Sanji 101. It's because I feel like, where did his faith, where did his belief in Luffy go? It's almost like Oda knew that in order for the viewer to understand that this is a massive fucking threat, Oda needed to start writing Sanji's character differently. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just either he's hypnotized or there's something going on. I just hope that we get Sanji back soon and he goes back to acting like regular Sanji, because this Sanji is a little bit weird to me, if I'm being honest. We cut to Pudding's room, and she's thinking about Lola, right? And how Lola, it looks cool, because like the little flashback is when they were younger, and Pudding is just a little girl, and Lola's like, I'm leaving. She won't do anything to me because I'm her daughter. Boy, was she wrong about that shit. Big Bob is totally pissed at her. In fact, in the previous chapter, I mean, she basically said, if I knew where she was, she'd be dead right now. I'd kill her. I'd fucking kill her. I don't give a crap. It really makes it seem like Pudding is thinking about running away, especially because she's in the balcony, so she's outside staring out into the open. So yeah, you get these thoughts of like freedom and shit. And there's also another panel. It's a small little flashback of Big Mom sort of like kneeling or just bending down and telling her, hey, you're a sweet little doll, Pudding. And I think that chair where she's sitting, I think that's the chair that she was sitting in the first time we ever got introduced to Pudding, back in Fishman Island, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, she wasn't in Fishman Island, we were, the crew was, but we got a call in Big Mom and we transferred over to Whole Cake Island and we saw her there. That being said, Brook and Pedro, let me start with Pedro, were straight savages in this chapter. Pedro was busy outspeeding, blitzing the shit out of all these fodder guards. They're not all fodder. Like, it's surprising that Tamago was having a hard time with him, to be honest, but he's running on walls, for crying out loud. And that's one of the things that we did learn about Pedro back in Zoe, is that he's super fast. And then by the end, he even throws in like a dynamite stick just for kicks. And that was hilarious. By the way, the first guard that he fights, the one that he basically takes his sword and just goes like, and then his shield cracks, it just breaks. Did you notice that that man was dressed like Snow White and that his shield said, "Hi ho"? Pedro was putting in the work, and then Tamago gets a call from Commander Smoothie. And if you look at Smoothie, a couple of things. I think it's pretty much confirmed by this chapter that Smoothie is part of the long leg tribe. Because look at those legs. Look at the size of those legs. Those are crazy legs. Nice looking legs, but they're too long to be considered, normal for a normal human, I think. So she's a long leg human, or long leg tribe human, whatever. And if you look at the background, there's like a fucking fire going around. So I don't know. See, here's the thing. I don't know who started that fire. I don't know if it was Brook who started it. I don't know if it was Pedro who started it. Or it might have been Smoothie. I don't know. It probably must have been Pedro just because he's the one running around with dynamite sticks and shit. But anyway, Tamago gets a call from Smoothie, and Smoothie tells him, "Yo, what the hell's going on? Like, we got fooled by this barren corpse, like this talking skeleton." Tamago says, "Okay, whatever, just do not kill Brook, all right? Because he's very special. He's a talking skeleton, and Big Mom may want him for her collection, for her books." And Smoothie just straight up tells him, like, I don't give a shit. Like, if this guy comes out of the room and he's knocked out all the guards inside, I'm gonna kill him. So I don't know if this is setting up like a Brook versus Smoothie fight, but, I find it very interesting that when it comes to the subordinates of a Big Mom, they are always given the order to not kill the Straw Hats, which kind of, it doesn't nerf them necessarily, but you can never go all out. You can never fight like, a death battle if your intentions are not to kill the person. I find that to be very plot convenient, and I also think it's very convenient for Brook that Smoothie doesn't know that one of his abilities, Brook can turn into a ghost. So he essentially can go through walls and shit. So he doesn't even need to use that door to leave the room. He could just leave his normal body there as a skeleton. People may think he's dead, and then his soul can come back into his body. So it's not a big deal for Brook. And now this is where the Brook savagery begins, because the chess pieces are all up on him. They're coming at him. He's like, "I know how you guys work. You have they're basically like homies too. They have like a bit of Big Mom's soul, and that's how they get animated and shit." And so Brook tunes up his guitar. He's like, "I'm gonna dedicate this next one to all my homies back in Whole Cake Island. This is for you fellas. By the way, do you know what they call me in the industry? That's right. Soul King Brook, baby." He just cleans house when it comes to these chess pieces. Now, I don't know if he's absorbing their soul. I don't know if he's liberating, freeing their soul, all right? But one thing is for sure, I've never seen, like, Brook's ghost, his soul, look that way. That's a very menacing type of... I mean, I can't wait for him to have a new attack based on that new form, quote unquote. And also, I don't know if that means that he could could he control them if he wanted to? Could he make like the homies do what he wants them to do with his music? We reached the final part of the chapter with Luffy, Pudding, and Nami. And by the way, did anybody find it kind of weird that all of a sudden we cut to like a shot of Sanji picking roses? Like, what the fuck was that? What was that there for? Is that foreshadowing something? I don't know. There was like a musical note in that panel too. It was kind of weird. But anyway, I cannot read Pudding for the life of me. I don't know what is going through this girl's mind. I still cannot pin her down. I cannot read her at all. She basically pulls an Itachi on us because she leans in and whispers something to Luffy and Nami so that only they can hear it. And oh my gosh, just looking at Luffy and Nami's expression, like Luffy's expression really, like, it killed me. I've never seen Luffy look like, it was like, ugh. Like, that's kind of like the face that you get when you get diagnosed with a very, very bad illness. Like, I'm not even joking. And Nami, the only way, well, see the circles around her pupils, I only seen Oda draw Nami like that when she's straight up scared. I did know that Oda did this recently when Vito whispered something to Sanji and we didn't get to hear what it was either. But the difference is, like, Sanji's expression compared to Luffy and Nami's expression, no. I mean, these expressions are completely on a whole nother level of what the fuck. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? So I don't know what she said. Maybe she said she was going to sacrifice herself for Sanji. Maybe she said she was running away. But see, no, because if she were running away, I don't think Luffy would make that big of a deal out of it, because like you want to run away, you want to be free. Okay, we were planning on getting Sanji out of here anyway, so that works out. So I don't think it's that. I don't know. It's like, please write your and I know the jokes are coming. I know the I'm pregnant jokes. You guys are, you can have a field day with this. But please try to post a joke, and then also try to be serious about this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I thought it was a pretty good chapter of One Piece. Like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And like I said, comment down below. Thank you. Bye.